am back. Rudrance for Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment. My goodness, let me know how you feel about this. I know many of you will. Now, I've been very vocal on this channel about the fact that I believe the great white hype, oh yes, the Democrats' one hope, and make no mistake, Democrats love this guy, Gavin Newsom. That's right, the guy that has torpedoed California like no other. I believe he is going to end up announcing that he's going to run against Joe Biden. And I think Democrats want him to announce it. I think this is the one guy that a lot of Democrats will jump off of Joe and go over and support. So, call me skeptical in hearing this confession, this reveal from his wife. Now, look, we know the one thing that happens when somebody's going to run for president. Oh my goodness, those skeletons are going to start emerging from said closets. People will start doing some digging work, at least anybody with any credibility will, unless you're the mainstream media digging into most Democrats. So who knows, maybe this would have been completely ignored, but someplace like the New York Post would have probably eventually found out. So here we are, the big reveal, and it is a bit of a reveal to find out that Gavin Newsom's wife killed her older sister. Accidentally, but nonetheless, still killed her. And I'm sorry, call me skeptical. This feels calculated, in my opinion, for political purposes. By the way, Ron DeSantis taunted Newsom, by the way, by saying, stop pussyfooting around and jump in the damn race. Now, DeSantis wants to go after this guy. I will say, those two against each other are very entertaining, and I like that out of DeSantis. He's still not getting my vote. Trump's getting my vote, but I still like that from DeSantis. It's nice to see a little aggressiveness out of the guy, for crying out loud. Maybe if he does the right thing and he bows out, 2028 is still in play for the guy. Maybe. I don't know. California's first partner has revealed that she accidentally ran over her older sister in a golf cart more than 4 decades ago, leaving her feeling, quote, pressured to be perfect and make up the loss to her parents. By the way, there's going to be some quality virtue signaling going on later. Jennifer Siebel, as she was then known by, was a 6-year-old playing with her 8-year-old sister Stacy and other children on the carts during a family vacation to Hawaii in 1981. Suddenly, the cart Jennifer was in went into reverse, killing Stacy. Jennifer had not seen her older sister hiding behind the vehicle. Look, I want to first recognize, yeah, this is an awful thing to have happen. It absolutely is. I just question the timing of, let's reveal this, let's get the skeleton out of the closet, because if we were to run, somebody's going to find out about this, and you can't let a good virtue signal go to waste. By the way, she makes this a lot about her. Kind of crazy. I felt the pressure to be perfect, to make my parents forget. By being 2 daughters instead of 1, I'm brave, stunning, and courageous. Jennifer Siebel Newsom told the LA Times in an interview published Thursday. My goodness, the media will be on her side. Get them on the side of Gavin. You reckon she went with Gavin when he was measuring for the curtains? When he was hanging out in the White House while Joseph Biden was off? Everybody remembers that very publicly. I'm sure there were survivor's guilt, and I'm sure in my subconscious, it's like I have to make up for that loss, and I have to do something to improve other people's lives or have an impact double my own, which is a little crazy. I don't want to use that word crazy, but you know, it's aspirational. Okay. Okay. I realize that I'm really hard on myself. Do you realize how many I's she's used it? She's talking about something horrible that happened to her sister, but boy, she's made this about her, has she not? I realize that I'm really hard on myself, Newsom said later in an interview. I realize that you can't blame a 6 or 7-year-old. You can't ask them to understand things. I agree with that to a point. Siebel Newsom, 48, is the oldest of 4 surviving daughters. It came of age in a conservative family whose patriarch, Ken Siebel, was a Republican donor, I believe, to one Ron DeSantis in Florida, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong, but he did give money to Republicans. I remember that. It became a big deal. I believe, in fact, did her parents move to Florida out of that hellhole? I don't know. So many people's left California for Florida. Who can keep count? An actress and filmmaker, she married Democrat Gavin Newsom in 2008, midway through his tenure as mayor of San Francisco. The couple have 4 kids of their own. There she is right there. Oh, there she is. Oh, brave, stunning, and somewhat nauseating. Stacy's death isn't the only hardship Siebel Newsom endured. Last year, she was one of 4 women who testified against disgraced producer Harvey Weinstein during the California assault trial, becoming visibly repulsed when asked by one of Weinstein's lawyers to show her how she faked the goodie during a 2005 encounter with the former Miramax head at the Peninsula Hotel in Beverly Hills. Quote, I thought if I went and spoke my truth, I didn't realize how much sexism and misogyny still exists in our culture. Okay. No, never waste a good time to slam males. Toxic masculinity, I swear. She told the LA Times, by the way, Harvey Weinstein is a total scumbag. She told the LA Times about the experience. I was shocked by that. I was shocked. I really was. I mean, shame on me. It was a horrific experience. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Nobody would wish it on anyone. Ultimately, and this is what's interesting about her allegation, ultimately a jury in the case deadlocked on the charges pertaining to her allegations against Weinstein. Interesting. With her husband rumored to be the future Democratic presidential candidate. You didn't hear it there first. You heard it from us first. Due to leave the governor's office in January 2027, Siebel Newsom told LA Times her focus is on the Golden State. Quote, I want California to be a shining light on the hill. Are you kidding? It's a hellhole. A place where we achieved equity and women have seats at the tables of power. Unless there's a biological male that wants to come into a sport and totally dominate women, then F women, right? Oh, you forgot about that. Where there's no more wage gaps, less violence against women, please. You won't prosecute anybody out there to save anybody's life. Where we've institutionalized in government and in the private sector family-friendly workplace policies, like letting biological men use women's bathrooms. Yeah, that's real family-friendly. Recognizing that people have lives outside of work, and where your children are known to have the best start in life. So, yeah, I mean, you can call me totally skeptical on this deal. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying she's lying about said event, and I'm not saying she doesn't feel bad about it. Of course she does. I'm sure she does. But I am skeptical about the timing. I'm skeptical about the reveal. I'm skeptical about the fact that this feels calculated. This feels like a, oh, look at me. Look at us. My wife, she endured. Brave, stunning, courageous. I'm letting this out before anybody else can find out about it that we might not like to have controlling the narrative because I'm about to run for president in the Democratic Party. And somebody might find it out, like the New York Post or the Daily Mail or somebody that might not be so friendly, post-millennial, Daily Wire, The Blaze, somebody that might not be so friendly to the Newsoms as they jump into the presidential foray. I don't know why she would do this. I mean, Democrats aren't held accountable in this country. I mean, there's no such thing as bad press in their direction. What's her problem? No problem. You could have waited till he was fully up in the race. By the way, this guy will steal a shit ton of Biden's votes if he jumps in. Democrats love this guy. They truly do. They think he is the next Democratic rock star. And he's woke as hell. He's loony as hell. He fits right in. So let's get the skeleton out of the closet. Here you go. There's the skeleton. You don't want that during the middle of a campaign. Ta-da! Wife killed older sister in a tragic accident. You don't want that popping out. So let's calculatedly get that out before a run. I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm not going to, we don't know. Maybe he's not running. But, I question the timing. I do. It's a horrific event. It is. But there sure was a lot of I. If you're going to confess something like this, turn this somehow into a celebration of the life of your sister. Say you did what you did, and then talk about how brave, stunning, and courageous your sister was. So part of this, I'm just going to be real, feels selfish to me. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Make sure you use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word will get you 25% off. Go get them right now.